First and foremost, we want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. I'm the brother of Shar. Next to me I have. We are part of the camp prophets in Babylon. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone that teach and rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered among the four corners of the earth. Okay, and we're going to get into this clip, but before we bring that out, we want to bring out the scripture that tells that you shouldn't cross-dress or you shouldn't change your gender. Okay, go ahead. Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. And it says, the women shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So that's talking about your attire, what you wear. Go ahead.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto Yahawah thy power.
So it's saying what the woman shouldn't do, and vice versa, the man shouldn't do that either. And in this clip that we're about to play, you see the attire that this man is wearing. This man want to say that he's not a man and he's a woman, all because why? He changed his clothes, okay, into wearing what women wear. To what? Trick people. And that man was actually tricked, that was on trying to date the person or, you know, try to get in a relationship with or do something with.
He thought it was a woman. He thought that thing was a woman, man.
And actually, that's a good thing to use because we have to speak code words. So transformer, you can actually read the words in the video. It will tell you what we're talking about when we say transformer or thing. So when we say those words, you know what we're talking about. Now, right? And it say that they're abomination to the Most High. So Yahawashi is not rocking with that. All right? And neither is, you know, the men that's following after righteousness, man. We don't say that that's right. Or we don't even clap and, you know, find that humorous, okay, on a person trying to deceive a man into sleeping with another man. That's wicked. You got that actually in the law?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, because that's wrong, man. So women shouldn't be trying to be a dyke, okay? Shouldn't be trying to be, you know, masculine by wearing male clothing, nor should the man try to be feminine by wearing feminine attire or apparel. Go ahead.
And can I also add on? That's promoted at an all-time high out here in Babylon, you know, aka America, man. You got a lot of bull dykes running around here, man. And also a prime example, you see these rappers, man. They put on these women, they put on this women attire, man, looking all effeminate and shit. But this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 10, and it says, and the man that committeth, Salakia, verse 13, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
So not just you wearing a certain attire, but also that was step one, you know. Then step two is what? Sleeping, because that's what you're doing when you wear the attire. You try to attract somebody. So you was trying to be deceptive. That thing was trying to be deceptive to have a man sleep with that thing, which was really a man.
And then when you go to that clip, that thing kept saying, we could still try. We could still try. We could still try. It's trying to justify it, deceive him, and persuade him, man, into the situation, man. And
which will bring forth judgment.
And you seen Jake in there. He wasn't going for that shit, man. He wasn't going for that shit, man. But continuing on, they shall surely be put to death. And back in the ancient days, man, because you see right here in Babylon, you know, this booger activity, you know, we gotta use code words. This booger activity is promoted at an all-time high. You know, when you going out, you see boogers everywhere, man. You got all this booger activity, man. And back in the ancient days, when this stuff was going on, you would be called to be put to death, man, to be stoned to death, man. But you know, we in modern society, we can't really do that right now, man. As much as we see boogers walk by, we want to stone their ass. But continuing on, their blood shall be upon them.
Yeah, so what you do, hey man, the Most High is gonna judge you for your acts, man. You will not go unpunished, man. And all you that join hand with the wicked, you will face the judgment as well, man. And it's written, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. You can actually grab that too. But we're gonna get into that clip. And then we'll get into the hand joint in hand, because the clip is going to show you the mindset you should have. You should be like, nah, I ain't with that. I ain't with that. Just like how that Jake was, man. The Jake was like, nah, I ain't with that. That's wrong, man. He said, I talk to women that way. I don't talk to dudes that way.
Hey, can I add on the crazy part? I'm pretty sure this episode, this TV show is probably like a few years back. But if it was in this year, man, that audience would have tried to chase him out of there, trying to kill him, man.
Yeah. Because they're supporting this wickedness. Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Get that too in the Apocrypha, man. All right, because these are the things that are going on in this world. As time keeps moving forward in this wicked society, and no righteousness is being enforced. And the only righteousness that's being enforced is the mouth of the prophets, man. They're the ones speaking out against it. So eventually the Most High will rain his judgment. But Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is allowing this and protecting these wicked people, okay, to continue doing their wickedness. So let's play the clip so we can get into also the rest of the lesson.
Here is Stefan.
What the hell wrong with you, dude?
I'm not a dude.
Cause you is a dude.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you is. Look at you. You a dude.
I'm a female. Look at me.
You a strong ass dude.
No, I'm not. I'm a beautiful ass female. Look at this ass. Boy,
I don't want to look at nothing. What the look, dude? That's some disgusting ass right there.
I'm not a damn dude.
What you mean?
Stop calling me dude. I'm not a dude.
You a dude?
No, I'm not. I've been taking hormones.
Ain't no hormones
for the
over here, no,
years.
bro. See, look, what you gotta understand is, you could have told me this. You feel me? Cause like I told you, I mess. Look, I mess with women. You feel me? That's what I do. I love women. You know what I'm saying? I want to find me a woman one day. I don't want to find a dude. You feel me?
I'm not a dude.
I'm not a dude. You feel me? Hey, y'all feel me though? I'm not with that. I'm not with that.
I'm not a dude, though. I've been taking hormones for the past 5 years.
You been what?
I've been taking hormones for the past 5 years. That's changed my brain. That's changed my skin. That's changed almost everything.
Dude, what you talking about? What? That's some ignorant ass. You better be lucky you ain't do this to him. Cause he would have grabbed your ass and threw you across the street. You feel me?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's... So, this is a reaction that you could get from someone who doesn't want this. That's probably why it's a good idea to just say flat out in the beginning.
Keep it real, dude.
And, well, yeah, but there's no reason getting up. You wanted to meet someone that you had never met before.
I mean, you wouldn't have liked me if I would have told you from the beginning.
I told you about. Yeah. It's that karma. Stop talking to me, man. Ain't no point to talk to me no more. Well, you seen how that went. Ain't no point.
We can try this.
Well, here's...
Yeah. I'm not making that face.
What?
It's not... The emojis you was sending me, the heart eyes,
bro, I
all
send
that.
women emojis all the time. They women. You feel me?
I'm a woman.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
I am. You're not.
I'm a trans woman.
See, that make it worse.
There's a man.
Okay.
A man has no hair.
I guarantee it's not your hair.
It's my hair.
I guarantee it's not your hair.
It's my hair.
I guarantee it's not.
It's
I
my
guarantee
hair.
it's not. You feel me? Because I can see you. And I can see all the... I do want to snap. I'm trying to tell you. You can tell.
Okay. It's not as if you two had any intimacy and you were tricked.
Never that.
Okay, well, okay, so basically you wanted to meet her, now you're meeting her and you're finding out that she was born a man, so you're not interested. But it's not like anything happened that
And the pictures I sent, that's what happened. That make me feel nasty. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we can try this. I mean, you're not... You're basically being ignorant. Like, we can try this.
No, you're ignorant for not telling me. You feel me?
Well, you wouldn't have told me before.
Exactly. And I wouldn't even be talking to you. You know? I ain't trying to talk to you.
Be a gentleman.
You're no gentleman, dude. What you talking about? What gentleman? Playing with me, dude. What you talking about?
Okay, call me crazy, but I don't think this is going to work out. But in fairness, a response you could have is say, I'm sorry, I thought you were born a woman. I'm not interested in being with someone who's transgender. Nice meeting you, but no. You don't have to go out with her. Yeah, what I'm saying is, you don't want to go out with her. Don't go out with her.
Oh, I'm not.
I understand.
That's over with. You seen that when I walked in the door.
Yeah, but... So, see, he doesn't, you know.
I feel like he's just still trying.
It ain't gonna happen. It really isn't gonna happen because he doesn't want to, okay? We'll be back.
Yeah, so you see it for yourself, and that was the example, and it's only worse in the current times that we're living in. And all you people that support it, there's judgment for you as well. Go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, and verse 21, and it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
So all you that partake and think that this is fine and there's nothing wrong with it, you will be destroyed, all right? Because we got a precept to back up the destruction that will come to you, okay? That support this wickedness. Go ahead.
Continuing on, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
So there's only deliverance for the righteous, and the only ones that can be righteous is Hebrew Israelites because they was given the law.
Well, most importantly, the elect, man.
And they are Hebrew Israelites. So that shows you that although you are a Hebrew Israelite, you know, the spot gets smaller, man, as you move forward in this knowledge and understanding, man. You'll know that only the remnant is the one that the Most High will deliver. Just because you know it does not mean that your works show forth what you know, man. You better hope that you're performing righteousness as well, man. That's why I say the seed of the righteous, because when you have a seed and you labor with turmoil, all right, you nurture the soil, you plant the seed inside the soil, and you put the water every single time, that's a constant effort. And as you do that, it will grow forth and spring forth, all by what? The works. You can put a seed in a certain sand and not nourish it, and it will not grow. It will not be seen. So that's why, you know, being righteous is not just about knowing what righteousness is, but also doing and performing righteousness. Which that person that's dressing up as a woman, okay, that man that's inside, that's in these women clothing, all right, that show forth the wickedness that's in that mind of that individual. And all you people that partake with the wicked, you will be punished, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20, and it says, woe, you know, going to destruction. It says, unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Because see, Jerry Springer was trying to justify it, man, when he was speaking, you know. He was trying to be like, oh, well, be nice to the person, you know. But nah, man, you're supposed to say that this is wrong. You're supposed to say what's light and what's darkness, and you're not supposed to swap it. What's righteousness and what wickedness, and you're not supposed to swap it. But in this society, this world we live in, people love to swap it, man. And that's what that scripture is going into. And it's saying when you swap it, it will bring forth judgment, which is destruction onto you.
And can I add on? You know, that evil is promoted to, it's put into good, man. You know, in Babylon, aka America, you know, being a booger, man, you know, being a adulteress, a gangbanger, just anything that go against holy scriptures, Yahawashi, that goes against it is promoted as if it's good, man. So you got dudes that cut off, you know, they ride, they get praised like a superhero, man. But when you got, you know, brethren like us, man, speaking up against this shit, man, they look at us like, you know, we're the villain, man. We're the bad guys. Somebody got to speak up against this shit because Yahawashi is not condoning this booger activity, man, especially with that thing. That transformer, man, the Most High does not condone that.
And it's getting worse. That was just on a dating site or wherever that man found him. So how much more now?
That episode looked like it was from like years ago, man. But we in the year 2023, like the brother was saying, it's worse now. It's damn near worse now. Shit, personal testimony. I was in like a hotel about a couple weeks ago. It was some transformers next door to me, man. This place gotta go, man. But continuing on, it says that put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
So see, sweet for bitter. So it's covering up what it really is. So you're expecting it to be sweet, but it's not sweet. It's actually bitter. So example is that tranny, you know, that person try to dress up as a woman, you think it's a woman, then all clothes off, now you see what it truly is.
So you can, man, we see it in the face, man.
Yeah, you see it in the face, but I'm just giving you an example because that's what being a thing, you know, changing who you are into the opposite sex by taking what pills, which is what was mentioned by that person. They said, I'm not a man. I'm taking pills to change the way my mind, the way I'm thinking. That's evil, man.
Yeah, and that thing was also saying, I got hair. I got a dress on.
Yeah. Like, so guess what? Like, it's trying to act into something that it's not. It's trying to say, I'm a woman, but you're not a woman. So it's like sweet for bitter. It's trying to say it's sweet, but it's not sweet. It's bitter. Okay, is that all on that?
That's it.
So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 1. It says, he that is wounded in the stones or hath his private member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Most High Yahawah. So right now, that person that's dressing up as a woman, trying to deceive men to sleep with that man, which is wickedness, okay, it will eventually, those demons that are on you right now will get more on you, you know, stronger, and eventually lead you to what? Cutting off your rod, man, which is what the scriptures say. And the Most High will never deal with you, man. He will not be able to deal with you if you cut it off. You cannot enter into the congregation. So that shows you, if the Most High really has it out for you, man, to get to you, he can put that spirit on you to get it cut off, because you have to have a certain level of demons on you to be able to do that. Okay, where you have a reprobate mind. And that's in the book of Romans chapter 1. Get that real quick. Romans chapter 1. Start out at verse, I believe, 25. Because that's what's going on in this world now. Okay? People are getting more wickeder. Okay? And then the Most High is going to judge you. If you don't want to get this truth, if you want to reject it, the Most High will put you to death, man. Okay? Start up at verse 26.
The book of
actually, we'll do that.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1, starting in verse 26, and it says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections.
Vile affections, man. All right. So something that's vile, let's get that in the etymology real fast, though. Okay. It says morally repugnant. Okay, morally flawed, wicked, corrupt. Okay, so it's an error in your mind. The Most High will give you up into that, which is what we just seen with that person. You look at that person, that's a mental disorder, and then the person's just enhancing their mental illness by taking those pills. They mentioned it in the clip. Go ahead.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
So the woman that was made naturally to bear children. Now we see women out there don't want to do that no more. Now we see career-seeking women, independent women that think that they can do it all by themselves without no man. But a woman was made for the man, but the man was not made for the woman. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 27, and likewise also the man leaving the natural use of the woman.
So they left the natural use. Now the man don't even consider using that woman no more. And that's something that you've seen different with that Jake that was speaking out against that wickedness. He was like, I like women, man. I talk to women like that. Jake, us as men, we want to have families. We want to have women.
So the scriptures going to us having to be fruitful, man. That's one of the purposes of being a man, to be fruitful. And like the brother was saying, a woman is supposed to bear children, man. But how are we supposed to do that? If you got women that want to be independent, that want to be the men, do you got men, cutting their rods off, man, dressing up as women, man? Gotta go, man. Like
us as men, that's what we desire to seek, a woman that's virtuous, modest, apparel she's wearing, and the way she acts and conduct herself modestly. Man, we desire that. But guess what? The wicked don't desire that. That's why they allow this to go on. Okay? People just leaving the natural use of things now. Everything that it was originally made and created for, it's not being used in the proper way. So go ahead.
Continuing on, burned in their lust one toward another.
So now that they left the natural use of the woman, now they're going to lust. Okay? to still, you know, bust a nut, you know. But they're gonna do it one for another now, man. One towards another, man. You can't just sit there and just hold that seed in, man. You know, men be burning, you know, like even us when we, you know, we're sexually active, man. You know, we're men, okay? You reach a certain age, you be wanting to, you know, plant your seed in a woman, man. You know, just to say it in a nice way, you know, illustrate it artistically. But yeah, man, that's what you want to do as a man, okay? But now these men that left that type of mindset, okay, they rejected it. So now they're going to be burning one towards another, which is what we see now. It's worse than this. That was just a little example. And now it just groans into a huge, wicked, all right, way of life, man, where now they teach in the schools. Go ahead.
It says, men with men working that which is unseemly.
So you don't even want to see what these men be doing behind closed doors in the darkness, man.
Yo, can I
yeah, go ahead.
Man, brother, Bar did a video on it, man. It was this man, this woman basically went through his phone, and she was basically pressing him like, why is your homeboys texting you? That was a good night, babe. They was calling him boo and shit, man. So this shit is wicked, man. Shit is nasty, man. But continuing on, it says, and receiving in themselves with that recompense of the error which was meat.
Yeah, so it was the error though of what they're doing. So all you people that justify that is wrong, man. It's an error. There's something wrong. It's a mental disorder, mental illness. It's not good. Go ahead.
And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge.
So the cause for them to go off and do that type of wickedness is because they didn't want to receive this knowledge. Okay, go ahead.
The Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind.
That's what the Yahawashi did, man. All right, which means for the judgment. That's why when we tell them the law, they're like, nah, man. They can shun it easy because the Most High is ready to judge them, man. We're scared. We fear the Most High. We're like, you'll be put to death doing that act. Exactly. But instead, they're like, nah, man, I don't believe in God and none of this. And then they get judged and get killed, man. Get taken out. And it's going to get worse. Why? Because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Go ahead.
Continuing on to those things which are not convenient.
That's all on that.
That's it.
To those things that are not convenient, man. All right? The acts that they do, the mindset that they have, the clothes that they wear, to even the things that they eat, which is like that person just said, the pills to change their mind and change their hormone levels or whatever and add estrogen in their body and this, that, the other, man. So it's everything that they do. So you know the Most High setting them up to be judged. Go ahead.
Just to destroy them, man. I wasn't on that.
Yeah, you got Exodus?
Yeah, I got that. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 6, and it says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Because we gave you an example of that time and what was going on. They were still cheering up. They was clapping for that thing. And now much more had grown. Well, we see, all right, really we see the reward for what the wicked been doing this whole time. Now they got it in the school systems. Now they got a protection. They got a whole policy on YouTube against it where you can't talk about it.
Yeah, man. They even got a whole month dedicated to that type of agenda, man.
So they're prospering right now in this wicked time. But guess what? The Most High is gonna do something. Go ahead.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
The works that they're doing is hurting this earth, man. It's destroying the earth, man. Not even just the earth, even us, man. We're vexed by seeing this, man. It hurts our minds. You want to have a nice, righteous way of life, and then you see something like that, man, on the internet. Then you're like, now we got to do something to speak out against this because, hey, man, Yahawashi needs to judge this place, man. Quick.
And somebody got to speak up, man. Like the scripture said, who shall rise for me against the evildoers, man. Somebody got to speak up for this because it's not right, man. It's not right, man. This shit is vexing, man. You going out places, you got boogers and things serving food and etc., man. This shit is vexing, man. And this thing is promoted at an all-time high, man. Here in this place.
You got more on that, read more on that.
Verse 7, therefore saith the Lord. Verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more.
Yeah, so the Most High will not hold his tongue, man. He's going to act. Okay, go ahead.
which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
So that means these people are continually doing it. When you exercise, you get stronger in it. So now they're doing what we just gave you that example. It got them worse. It wasn't, they didn't just put it in the closet and kept it in the closet. No, now it's, you know, Pride Month where they are able to march and boast.
Yeah, and they walk around with these flags for the month and everything and basically promoting it. Like you had this homeless guy in New York, man. He defecated, if you know what that word means, on a pride flag, man. And they charge him on multiple hate crimes, man. So you see how this place operates and maneuvers, man. But continuing on, behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me.
See, so when the scriptures is going into, but the righteous shall be delivered, the seed of the righteous shall be delivered, it's talking about the ones that are what? Crying out. So that's showing you that it's not just you just sitting there, oh, I'm holy, I'm righteous. Are you crying out? Crying out, you'll be what? Going out on the highways, all right, and hedges, and compelling on people to come in, all right, by telling the people who our power we serve is, and that he will not let the wicked go unpunished, man. He will judge the wicked and all those that are joined onto this man, okay? So it's going to be a time like never before where we'll see so much judgment take place. Go ahead. Is that all?
No, still more. Blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
So they're not going to stop until we see judgment. Like even now, it was a clip like this back then, all the way till now. We want to see more judgment now, on a greater level. That's what we're saying. The Most High has his patience, and then his wrath will come forth, man. So it's just patience to see the works of the wicked, and then the Most High is going to knock them down, man. And then people are going to fear and be like, now we see why it shouldn't be enforced in the earth, man. This way of life, being a transformer, a person that wants to sleep with the same sex, that stuff is wrong, man. And it's an illness and a disease. Go ahead, that's all on that?
Yeah, that's it on that.
Okay, yeah, so I got a scripture real quick, man, because see, we saying judgment's going to come, all right? And this is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 6. It says, in turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow. So the Most High, you know, during the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, there was wickedness in those cities, okay? And they got judged for their wickedness, which was immoral sexuality that they was promoting, man. Okay, so how much more in this world that is, you know, Mystery Babylon the Great, man, full of confusion. In order to be confusion, you will push forth things like that. A man wearing what women wear, a man trying to act like a woman, okay, women trying to sleep with women trying to be like men. That's all confusion. So how much more now, okay, with this place being titled Babel, which means confusion, Babel, okay? Babylon goes into Babel, which means confusion. So how much more now this place is titled that? It says, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. That's ungodly, man. We brought out the law of how wicked those acts are, down to dressing, down to sexual performance. Those are all wrong. And there is judgment for doing those things. Okay? This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. And the churches, they try to say that, oh, you can be, you know, like, you know, G-A-Y, and still the Most High will accept you, or the Messiah will accept you, will still love you. No, that's wrong, man. The Most High just said your prayers are abomination. So even though if you try to be religious, all right, and try to say, oh, I have a form of godliness, but you're being a transformer, you're being a wicked individual trying to sleep with the same gender that you are, the Most High is not hearing your prayers, man. No matter how much you cry out, and even in the time of your tribulation, man, the Most High is not going to hear you to save you and deliver you, man. Okay? And is there anything you want to add?
No, not really.
All right, so with that, Yahawah, this artist was edifying. Call Halal. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Qadash. Until next time we say Shalom, DTA, Bahasham.